All right, quick tutorial on how to use Zencastr. Well, after you are logged in into your account, Zencastr will take you into this dashboard looking window. So pretty self-explanatory. If you want to create a new episode, just click on the create new episode. Zencastr will ask you to name this new episode. So I'll name mine test. And down here you have three options. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be choosing the record audio only feature. But what I do recommend to podcasters is to choose the record audio and video. If you and your guest are able to record video, do choose this option because for promotional purposes, having video will always be a good resource to use on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But again, for the sake of this tutorial, I'll choose record audio only. Click on create, and I'll be taken into this record dashboard. So what do we have here? We have the settings button up in the right corner, and I can see or modify my audio input device, audio output device, my camera device. I like to leave the monitor option disabled because I find that in my case, when I'm speaking and I have this option enabled, I'm getting some sort of delay or feedback from my own voice. So it's kind of distracting. So that's why I leave this option disabled. And the last option is echo cancellation. Based on my experience, if you're recording in a quiet room and you don't have a lot of background noise and you don't have a lot of reverb in your recording room, then by all means, enable this option. If, on the other hand, you find yourself recording in a very noisy environment, or you have a lot of reverb in your room, maybe high ceilings, a lot of hard material around you, I don't recommend enabling this option because what Zencastr will do is push down this filter very hard, and you will end up with a non-organic sounding voice. So these are my settings. Click on done. And well, we have this microphone button right here, which mutes or unmutes my microphone. Recording type, you can change that option in this drop-down menu. And we're ready to record. So start recording. Zencastr will do a countdown from 3. And here we go. We are recording. So a couple of things to keep in mind here. If I click on the pause button, let's say I'm having an interview and my guest decides to go to the bathroom, to take a phone call, whatever. What I would do is click on the pause button and wait until my guest is ready to continue to record. So once he's ready to record, I'll click on resume and the recording will continue. What happens if we click on the stop button? Well, Zencastr will finish your recording and it'll upload your guest's audio file and my audio file as well. So we'll end up having 2 separate audio files. At this point, if you're still connected with your guest, you'll be able to talk to each other. How do I download my audio file? So as you can see here, because I chose to record audio only, all I'm seeing here is the MP3 download button. So if I click on it, it says the total length of the audio file. And if I click on the arrow pointing down MP3 button, there it is. The file has been downloaded to my hard drive. So in the case of having a guest in your podcast, you'll see in this dashboard your name and his name. So you'll be able to download both audio files. What happens if you don't download your files directly from this dashboard and you, let's say by mistake, click on dashboard, you forgot to download your files? Well, there's actually no need to panic. As you can see, I have my test episode here in my main dashboard. So if I click on it, it'll take me back to the recording dashboard and I have the download button available again. So no need to panic. So how do you invite your guest to your Zencastr session? Well, up here you have the invite button. So click on it. You can write down your guest name. Let's say I'm interviewing Mike. I'll enter his email address, and you have two options to send the invite. One, just click on send invites, and Zencastr will automatically send the invitation to your guest. Second option, copy invite link, and you can send the link via email, Facebook, Instagram, whatever app you choose. So what happens on his side is that he'll get a notification saying that you, in my case, Luis, is inviting you to connect to Zencastr for an interview. He doesn't need to create an account on Zencastr. He doesn't need to have any extra software to do the interview. So he'll be taken to the recording dashboard and he'll be ready to record. Another thing that will happen when he clicks on the invitation is that he'll be taken into the green room. And the green room is basically your settings menu. And so he'll be able to select his audio input device, his output audio device, his webcam. So he will have the same options as you did when you clicked on the settings button. So after he configures the audio input device, etc., he'll be ready to record. In this recording dashboard, you'll see your name, and below yours, it'll be your guests. If you decide to record both audio and video, besides having the MP3 download button here, you'll have a MOV download button right here. You will be able to download audio and video separately. Okay, so two more things that you will find in the recording dashboard are the chat window, which I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So you can chat with your guest and share links. And the footnotes window is pretty cool. So let's do an example here. Let's say I start recording my interview, and at some point of the conversation, my guest leads to the bathroom, needs to take a phone call, just like we were saying before when we were explaining the pause button. So what I'll do, besides pausing my recording, I'll add a footnote to remind me when I'm in the post-production process to be aware of this timestamp in which my guest goes to the bathroom. All right. So, and as you can see, Zencastr will print the timestamp in which I created the footnote and the note that I'm leaving to myself to be aware of in the post-production process. By default, your footnotes, video, and audio files will be downloaded into your downloads folder. Another cool feature that Zencastr provides is the ability to connect your Dropbox account or your Google Drive account. So once you have finished your recording, Zencastr will automatically send the audio and video files to whichever platform you have chosen to connect to. I think it's a pretty cool feature because Zencastr will automatically take care of that file sharing process, and you'll have everything on the cloud, so you don't have to take any local space from your hard drive. Hey, so thank you very much for watching this tutorial on how to use the latest version of Zencastr. I'm sure you guys will be able to get some pretty cool sound and video for your podcasts, and I do apologize for today's sound quality. I recently moved into a new place and I haven't done any of the soundproofing yet. As always, if you have any doubts, questions, comments, leave them down below and I'll make sure to answer them as soon as possible. Happy podcasting and see you next time.